俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。それより今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論は一体何だ。ジョン・タイターのパクリではないか。あなたはそれでも発明家か。誰かその男をつまみ出せ。出ていくのはあなただ、ドクター。恥を知れ。この人材、あなたには発明家を名乗る資格はないぞ。さい黙れ。生意気な若造め。
Just then, somebody grabs my arm from behind. Quite convinced it is an official here to throw me out, I turn to give him a glare down. It's a girl about my age. Her intense stare seems to challenge me. I take a step back. Her face looks somehow familiar. Where have I seen her before?
Oh.
We haven't met, but I know her face. Oh god. Try and pronounce this. Makise Kurusu. A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine article titled Girl Genius Gives Lecture in Akibara. The article is about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. His thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. Girl Genius. Makise Kurusu. I recognize the stubborn-looking girl from her photograph. She's even wearing the exact same scowl. What business could such a genius have with me? She takes a quick look around the room and turns back to me with a stern expression. What's with this attitude? She's obviously not staff. There's no way that the Makise Kusuru would be working for someone like Dr. Hibachi. Which means, no.
貴様、機関の人間か。まさかここまで手が回っているとは。俺としたことか。
ふざけてないで。ちょっと来てください。
え？
My outburst has already attracted too much attention. Hibachi in particular looks like he wants to rip my head off. It must be mortifying to be exposed as a fraud by a bright young man like myself. Anyway, I mustn't draw any more attention to myself. If the organization gets wind of my presence here, it could endanger my Yuri. To say nothing of these ignorant civilians. I let Makise Kurusu lead me out of the assembly hall.
ここで俺に何かすれば人目につくぞ。そうなれば貴様もいろいろまずいだろ
う。何かって何ですか？人聞きの悪い。
She glares at me, quite fiercely at that. Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. A beautiful agent, unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like the chaos really does get my blood pumping.
私はあなたに聞きたいことがあるだけです。
それに答える義理はない。機関のやり方は分かっている。
だから機関って？
Instead of answering, I take up my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセ・クリスだ。あの女には気をつけろ。いや問題ない。ここはなんとか切り抜け。
Kurusu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't have time to react.
何をする？
あれ？この携帯電源切れてる。誰と話していたんですか？
Her ears pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? Recover. This isn't enough to sway me.
貴様に答える義理はないが一応教えてやろう。それは俺以外が触ると自動的に電源がオフになる特別性の携帯なのだ。うわ。
Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieved my phone and wiped a cold sweat from my forehead. Whew, that was close.
そう、独り言だったのね。
This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurusu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn, looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurusu steps up to me with a serious expression. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with the strength of will. Such fire, I can't look away. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent?
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか?
Earlier.
さっきとはいつのことだ?
ほんの15分くらい前。会見が始まる前に。
Nonsense. This is the first time we've met. I was admiring the Upa toy 15 minutes ago.
私に何か言おうとしましたよね。すごく悲しそうな顔をして。
Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl do something that underhanded?
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。どうして？私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか?
She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right, don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for.
そういえば、なんで私の名前知ってるんです？
俺はすべてお見通しなのだ。
I'm a mad scientist, after all.
天才少女。次会うときは敵同士だな。
は？
さらばだ。
I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop like I'd listened to the enemy.
期間目。
Does this just keep
あれほ
going?
どのエージェントを送り込んでくるとは、ついに本気になったようだな。
I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makise Kurusu's not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples.
だが、俺はまだ奴らに捕まるわけにはいかんのだ。
Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and evaluate Dr. Nabachi's research. Now that I know he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. But wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Let's see now. What is it?
ち
Damn.
参りを置いてきた。
I knew she'd be a liability. I shouldn't have brought her along. I was just trying to prioritize her safety, but I got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that thought in mind, I take up my phone and I turn it on. And it rings just as I do.
メールか?
It's not just a regular email, there's a video attached. It's from an unknown address. I open the video file with some trepidation. There's nothing but noise. Is this a prank? Or some sort of Makise Kurusu style attack? Maybe this noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No, wait, I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably just thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book.
マユリ、なぜ出ない?
Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kurusu again.
まさか、マキセクリスメ、マユリをさらったな。おのれ、それが機関のやり方か。
Leaving without Mayuri isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister of me, and there's a very real danger she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of her sight. Mayuri's always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became going home with Kuma. I have to go back for her. The thought of climbing back up to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nabashi's conference has just finished. Nobody is on stage, and the phony inventor has already left. 20 or so members of the audience are starting to pack up. I will soon find Mayuri. She's in the corner looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Makise Kurusu anywhere.
あの女、俺におじけづいたか。よかろう。
So be
今日
it.
のところは見逃してやるとしよ
I'll let her go this time. Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run up to Mayuri.
う。マユリ、なぜ電話に出ない？そろそろ帰るぞ。
あ、おかり。メタルウーパがいなくなっちゃった。
She turns to me with a forlorn expression.
いなくなった？勝手に動き出したのか？
落としたみたい。
I see, so she was looking for it. Not like it really matters.
見つからないなら諦めろ。また当てればいい。
当たりっこないよ。だってね、メタルウーパがネットオークションで1万円近いプレミアがついてるんだよ。
な、
Toy was worth that much?
マユリを一体どこで落としたのだ？
わかんないから探してるんだよ。あと見つけても売らないからね。
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
だから売らないってば。マユシーの名前書いちゃったし。
Thus begins our search for the metal Upa.
トゥットゥルー、ウーパさん、ウーパさん、出ておいで。
Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, hoot-doo-doo is Mayuri's catchphrase. It means, actually, I've never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Upa is nowhere to be found. She didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines. Another possibility is that somebody with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe and envy.
おのれ、金にしか興味のない下劣なやつめ。恥を知れ。
おかりんもね。
Whoa, wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. What was that?
悲鳴かな。
I think so. Only the presenter and a few other people are left in the assembly hall. Including Mayuri and me, less than half of the audience remains. Looks like everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Even I cannot suppress a shiver. First the explosion on the roof, now this? What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my hand tight.
マユリ、ここにいろ。
I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. The echoes lead me to down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. I crouch down and turn the corner slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any sign of danger. And there at the end of the passage I see it. There's something on the ground. No, someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. Makise Kurusu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impudent genius girl I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. But why? Suddenly I realize that I'm shaking. I want to run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Someone killed Makise Kurusu. There's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me, and every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body. A man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them, of course. There's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makise Kurusu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. When I went back to get reassembled, Marui is waiting for me with tears in her eyes. I grab Mayuri's hand and run. I race down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurusu's dead body from my mind. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind more than the sight of the body itself. That was my first time seeing a dead body. Is this what it's like? When I realized she was dead, I felt a chilling terror and a surge of nausea. That was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? Because I just didn't know her that well. There's a save point. I finally stop as we get out of the main street. True Dory. My chest pounds, my breathing labored from running down the stairs at full speed. Mayuri doesn't seem to comprehend the situation. I guess it's because she didn't see the body. She's not even breathing hard. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet. I take several deep breaths. The color of that blood still stains my brain. But I've calmed down a bit. Makise Kurusu is dead. I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowds milling through Akihabara have no idea what has happened. Everyone is going about their business as usual. Never-ending search for electronics, moe, and porn. Just another day in Akihabara. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know, my friend Daru. I'll tell him what happened just now since he knows about Makise Kurusu. I suppose it might be disrespectful to the victim, but my adrenaline is pumping. I can't make calm decisions after witnessing something like that firsthand. That's how humans are, after all. We're not as special as we like to believe. At the end of the day, we're nothing but dirty, slime-like flesh. Our souls fester like semen left to rot in the womb. That's how we humans are. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I begin to type on my phone. Someone stabbed Makise Kurusu. Don't know who. Looked bad. Hope she's okay. I don't know if she was stabbed. That just seems the most logical explanation given the amount of blood and the absence of a gunshot. But on the other hand, I didn't write that she was dead, even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. If I had to say, I guess I felt like writing it down would set it in stone. It might make me feel guilty as well. The thought brings a smirk to my face. It's not like I'm the one who killed her. Why should I feel guilty? I just saw someone's death up close. Only a few minutes later, I'm smiling. really that cruel and cold? Well, I am a fiendish mad scientist, so it suits me. I finished typing and placed my thumb over the send button, and then I pressed down. Sending.